How's it going, everyone? Justin again. As always, thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about your feet as a mechanic. What are they telling you? What is the best, most comfortable footwear for the automotive realm? As a mechanic, we beat our feet up, man. You are put in some awkward spots. You are standing on all different types of shit. Sometimes things can come down and crush your foot. Very rarely have I ever heard of situations where people have gotten their feet run over. We're going to talk about some of the footwear that I've worn throughout the years and why I recommend a certain specific type of footwear if you're going to be in this industry to help your feet stay happy. Happy feet, oh yeah. All right, let's talk about it. So first one up, tried and true. When I first started at Sears Auto Center, they made us wear steel toe boots. I couldn't get them any cheaper, and I would go through boots like you wouldn't believe. So I would pick up the Walmart specials. This is the Walmart special here. This is actually a genuine Dickies steel-toed boot. Now this one just so happens to be a boot that I picked up for when I was cutting firewood, but it was required of us. So I used to buy the same exact brand, style, whatever. I used to get them in black and I'd wear the crap out of them for about 6 months and I'd have to buy a new pair. Only thing was at the end of every single day, my foot really started to hurt. My back was hurting. I just felt extremely beat. Man, if you get foot fatigue, it wears you out. By about the 5th or 6th hour in an 8 to 10 hour work schedule, you're done, man. You're ready to go home. You're ready to call it quits. So anyway, I had to do something different. So I heard of another brand, and the wife was so kind to pick these up for me for Christmas that was supposed to be a little bit better. I picked up these Georges. These Georgia slip-on boots were supposed to be the cheaper alternative to the RedbacKs, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. Anyways, I put these on, and by the 4th hour, my feet were absolutely killing me. I know, you guys are probably thinking, I've got Georges, I don't have a problem with that. That's fine. Not every shoe is for every single person, but I did have an issue. I wear these from time to time when I'm just trying to slip something on, run up to the store and come back, but it's not a piece of footwear that I really wear anymore, so it stays kind of under the bed. I said we were going to talk about it, and we are, the RedbacK. So I've actually purchased these when I was over at the dealership. Everybody was buying these. I picked these up off of the Matco tool truck. My feet were still feeling blasted about by the 4th or 5th hour, so I purchased the replacement RedbacK soles or insoles to add for some other cushion. My feet were able to make it about another hour into the work schedule, so about the 5th or 6th hour, then I started having issues. My back would be fucked off. So I stopped wearing them. Then I decided to try something a little bit different. My mom's ex-boyfriend, who was a former GM master mechanic and had been doing it for well over 35 years, he used to always buy and only ever buy Jordans. They were one of his go-to shoes for many, many years. He swore by them. He said, fuck steel toes, fuck those slip-ons. Always get a most comfortable tennis shoe that you could ever slip your foot in. Your feet will thank you. I can't see doing that to my Jordans because we see ATF, oil, gear oil. You got brake fluid. You get the slippery, grounds and everything else. You got coolant. I didn't want to fuck them up. Okay, so I didn't wear those. But what I did end up picking up, which is an old school throwback favorite of mine, and I've worn them for many years now, okay? Many years. This is actually a 2-year-old pair of K-Swisses. They're one of the original K-Swiss shoes. They have seen their fair share of automotive wrenching. You can tell by the bottom, I've blown the fucking heel out, but they have lasted me 2 years. And my back, even though the heel was blown out, my back and my feet are still extremely comfortable to the point where I don't have foot issues. In fact, it's one of the more comfortable pairs of shoes that I own. I still wear them. Now, I've gotten to a point between the heel blowing out and everything else and the self-made curvature of the toe where it's time to throw them away and go with something a little different. Now, I didn't have access to an immediate mall, so I went to a neighboring store, and what I ended up picking up, which is my second favorite pair of footwear that I wear now. If it's not K-Swiss, then it's the throwback Adidas. You guys might have seen these in one of my video posts. I just picked these up the other day. Phenomenally comfortable pair. I can tie them once, slip them on, and I'm good to go. So in conclusion, what is the most comfortable footwear that you could possibly put on your feet as a mechanic? The ones that feels the most comfortable to you. For some people it might be steel-toed boots. For some people it might be a slipper type boot like the RedbacKs or the Georges. For some of you, neither one of those are going to work, and you might want to go with a sneaker of some kind. And if you don't want a sneaker, you might even go with a running shoe. I've met several mechanics throughout the year, both in my time at the dealership as well as at the independent shop, and I can tell you, nobody's feet are the exact same. Everybody wears something different. So wear what's comfortable for you. Pick an appropriate footwear that's going to last you throughout the years, because you don't want to be having to buy new shoes every 6 months or every 12 months. If you can find a sneaker that works well for you for the year, 2 years, etc., then that's the shoe company that you should stick with. I myself am pretty biased towards K-Swiss and Adidas for my footwear as a mechanic. I do like me some Nikes for when I'm strutting around, going out with the family. It's nice to have a high top for sure, but in my situation as a mechanic, because I am in such awkward areas, I do prefer a low-cut sneaker for automotive. When it comes to just walking around, yeah, I like a little bit of ankle support, especially since we live in the desert and most of the stuff that we're walking through is either rocks or gravel. So it's kind of nice to have some extra added support. But as a mechanic, low cut all the way. That's my opinion. If you guys have a different opinion, or you have a specific brand of either sneaker, boot, etc., please put it down in the comments. Let me know what your favorite footwear is as a mechanic. Thanks as always for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers and deuces.